Good afternoon, everyone on YouTube and on TikTok. 5.0 Joe here, and back with a quick video. I recently did another mod to the GT500, otherwise known as Phoenix, the 2012 GT500, and just wanted to put that on video real quick and explain why I did it. A lot of people understand why, but yeah, I just wanted to go with the pros and cons and my thought process on why I wasn't going to do it, but I went ahead and decided to do it. And that would be the 2013 to 2014 GT500 front, upper, and lower grille. And I was hesitant on doing it. And the reason why I was hesitant on doing it is because, yes, I love the look, even though there's very similar, of the 2013 and 14 to the 2010 to 2012 GT500. Obviously in 13-14 they changed a few of the aesthetics on it, you know, mostly visual, obviously, you know, the bigger blower and 5.0 engine. But you know, as far as appearance goes, there's a few things that they changed, and one thing that I've always loved was all that open air you get from the 2013-14 GT500 when they changed the grille there. Now, the reason why I say I was hesitant on doing it is going on the forums and talking to a lot of people. Yes, it looks more menacing, it lets in more air, but there becomes another problem, is as you have these open snouts here, you know, obviously letting in more air and everything, but obviously, you know, too, anything can fly in there, the upper and lower. And I've just heard a lot of stories about birds, rocks, sticks, everything flying in there, smashing up the intercooler, you know, breaking up the radiator, tearing it apart. And with the 2010 to 2012, they kind of had like that that plastic mesh, the diamond pattern all through it, and that's what I was going to keep on it. But I really like the style, I really like the design and the open air element, and I don't daily my GT500, so you know, I get it can happen anytime, or you can make it a daily and it will never happen. But for me, I went ahead and did it. And I do know they make aftermarket mesh that you can put behind there, and you know, I'm thinking about doing that. But for now, like I said, I don't drive it daily. I probably will do that mesh because it sits behind there so things can't fly in. But yeah, no, I'm happy with it. I was gonna make a video on it, but I decided not to because there's a million videos online of what you need to do. The upper one pretty much slides right in once you pop out the old grill. The bottom one does require a little bit of cutting, which, you know, it's always a little nerve-wracking when you have to, you know, cut into your car and stuff, but it's really not that much. You have a good Dremel, it takes like 5 or 10 minutes, you know, if that, if you're doing it properly. But yeah, as you can see here, still got the snake, you know, exposed radiator and intercooler. As you can tell, this thing has seen some days. But yeah, I'm more than happy with it. It does completely transform the front end of the car. And yeah, I'm glad I went with it. I still have my, you know, other upper and lower grille that I pulled out. Probably gonna list that, probably gonna sell it. Cause yeah, I don't see any reason why I would change back. I would just end up getting that mesh, so nothing does fly in there. But again, it's not a daily, so it's not a rush for me. And yeah, so, and I also wanted to touch on real quick what my plan is. And for me, it's always been visual mods first, because, you know, and I've come across a lot of people that are kind of like-minded, and then some that are the opposite. They want to do all performance and then, you know, get the car looking how they look. I'm the opposite. I want to get the car exactly how I want it to look, you know, visually, and then I go for the other mods. But then again, I'm not chasing horsepower, so I'm not one of those guys that's all I have to have 1,000 horsepower, because honestly, unless you're going to the track, who needs that? Why do you need 1,000 horsepower for just a car you go cruising on the weekends and stuff? Comfortable number for me is exactly what this came in, 550 to the wheel. That's not what this comes. I mean, it's 550, you know, to the crank, but to the wheel, probably losing a little, you know, more horsepower because of the altitude here. But no, this is just the perfect amount of horsepower. And, you know, I do, just for the wine, I do want to go with the 2.5 supercharger pulley and 9mm idler pulley. You know, take care of that other loose tension from getting a smaller pulley. But other than that, it's going to be, you know, it will add horsepower, but for me, it's just more about the sound. But I'm going after the looks right now. So anyways, let me know what you guys think of the 2013-14 upper and lower grille. I love it. Again, was a little hesitant about doing it, but I'm glad I did it. But other than that, I will keep you guys up to date as mods keep coming in, visually or for performance. But yeah, in the comments, let me know what you guys would do. You know, what route you would take and exactly what would you do with a low mile 2012 GT500. Until then, this is 5.0 Joe out. Peace.